Chelsea and Liverpool are facing each other in their first match of this year's Premier League campaign, and depending on how things go tonight, Moises Caicedo can start for any of them this Sunday. Yesterday, especially last night, and today are probably going to be the most dramatic, intense transfer day of recent seasons. Things can't get any spicier and dramatic than this, and I'm having a hard time to figure out where to start. In this video, we'll talk about Moises Caicedo, Romeo Lavia, Harry Kane, Mbappe, Tyler Adams, and many more, so let's dive in. Let's start with Chelsea and Liverpool. Chelsea were busy in foreplaying with Moises Caicedo basically over this whole summer. The player agreed personal terms with Chelsea in May, but Brighton was always very strong in negotiation and they didn't show any intention to sell Caicedo if they don't get their targeted price, which is an enormous sum of £100 million. Also, Brighton really wanted to sign Chelsea's Levi Colwill, who just had a really good season with Brighton as a loanee, and Brighton submitted up to £40 million to seal that deal. But Chelsea, from the very beginning, were clear that Colwill is not for sale and considered a very crucial part of the future project. Meanwhile, Liverpool were chasing Romeo Lavia whole summer from recently relegated side Southampton and had multiple bids turned down, as Southampton wanted £50 million and Liverpool's last bid were £45 million. We are not 100% sure what happened first or second, but let's state things how they appeared in social media. Chelsea, though Fabrizio Romano said multiple times that inquired about Romeo Lavia before, but was totally focused on Caicedo. Out of nowhere yesterday, they bid £48 million for Romeo Lavia. Now my first question is, if they actually want to buy that player, why didn't they just submit the £50 million that Southampton was asking throughout the time? So it did feel like Chelsea just did that to increase the price of the player for Liverpool, which Manchester City does a lot. Recently they did that for Declan Rice too. But then in the same very day, Liverpool out of nowhere decided to bid for Caicedo, and 7 hells, they bid £110 million. I am repeating it again, £110 million. This is the same Liverpool who decided to move away from chasing Jude Bellingham, a player with whom they foreplayed a good part of last season because they didn't have money, and now they are bidding £110 million for Caicedo. Is it just a revenge game, or did these happen first? That Chelsea understood Liverpool is going for Caicedo, so they decided to bid for Lavia. We don't know, but things even got more interesting from there on. Brighton immediately and obviously accepted Liverpool's offer of £110 million, as they have always said they will sell to the highest bidder. So Liverpool at 2 or 3 am at night were preparing all the paperwork and also booked medical for Caicedo, as they didn't want any last minute surprise. Jurgen Klopp was supposed to talk with Caicedo in the morning for his personal terms and plans, but guess what? Caicedo woke up and let Brighton and Liverpool know that he only wants to play for Chelsea, as he agreed personal terms with them way before. Now Chelsea are preparing to bid for Caicedo and seal the deal by tonight. In the battle between these two sides, the clear winner is Brighton, who are getting more than £100 million profit for a player they signed a couple of years ago for only £4.5 million. Meanwhile, Chelsea triggered the relegation clause of Tyler Adams just the previous day, and Fabrizio Romano already posted "here we go" for him, but that was when Chelsea believed they would get Caicedo for around £90 million. Now Tyler Adams is probably gonna be the scapegoat of the whole situation, and as reported, that deal is on halt and on the verge of collapsing. Let's see what happens next. But Chelsea surely need Caicedo more than Liverpool, as their center midfield as of now just consists of Enzo and Gallagher. The rest of them who are in Pochettino's plan are all under 21 players with hardly any experience. On the other hand, Liverpool getting Caicedo will surely make them title contenders, as they have totally rejuvenated their midfield, and a central midfield consisting of Caicedo, McAllister and Szoboszlai at their best should run havoc throughout the season. Now let's talk about Harry Kane and Mbappe. Every season we wonder where will these two end up, and every season they disappoint us. Well, not this time. Harry Kane is a player probably admired by all of the football loving people on this planet. There are very few players in the world right now who are as good as him in build-up, hold-up play, along with scoring tons of goals. But unfortunately, Tottenham has always come short when it comes to winning trophies. So for a guy who is shooting to become the highest goal scorer of Premier League, Spurs was never enough. We all feel that. But Daniel Levy is a very hard guy to negotiate with and won't sell Kane to any of the Premier League rivals. So that basically kept only two options open for Kane: Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, as Barcelona already have Lewandowski and on the process of signing Vitor Roque too. Bayern lost Lewandowski last season and Real Madrid lost Benzema, and they are the type of rare breeds who are very tough to be replaced. I think Real would have stepped in Kane and bid for Kane, but then Mbappe happened. Mbappe told PSG he's not gonna renew contract and neither gonna go away this season. He turned down a contract of more than 700 million from Saudi, which would have made him the richest football player of the planet. He even turned down a next year sell assurance contract of PSG. I don't know what exactly happened between them, but it does feel like Mbappe is really mad at PSG and want them to suffer, because for a player like him, PSG can easily get 200 million if only he cooperates, but looks like he has no intention to do so. Now, Real is in a very confusing position as they can get Mbappe for free next season and that would be the best thing possible for them, but they might also have to bid for Mbappe. So they didn't go for Kane and Bayern did, and just when we were thinking that this year also Kane will stay at Spurs, both Spurs and Kane agreed a deal with Bayern. There were more drama as Kane was already at airport to fly for Munich, but Spurs had some little issues to sort with in the deals, so they told Kane to wait in the airport. Can't be more hilarious than this. Finally, that issue is sorted and Kane is now in Munich. Bayern Munich has been a little toothless in last couple of years. Though they have won their league, that was totally by luck, and they didn't maintain the super high standard that Bayern generally showcases years in, years out. Before signing Kane, Bayern had strengthened their defense and midfield with the signings of Min-jae Kim, Rafael Guerreiro and Marcel Sabitzer. With the arrival of Kane now, they got the perfect replacement for Lewandowski too, and this will be Tuchel's first full season at Bayern, who is an excellent coach. So if I were a Bayern fan, I'd be really excited. On the other hand, Mbappe going to Real makes the already strong side enormously stronger, but there are some issues there too. Mbappe plays in the position of Vini Jr., which is probably the closest rival Mbappe has in world football now in the left wing. Also, Courtois had tore his ACL and out almost for the whole season, and Real is looking for replacement in the form of Kepa, David De Gea and many more, though in my opinion, none of them currently are anywhere near as good a keeper as Courtois is. Let's also see how things go on that front. That's it for today. Thanks for watching this video. Let us know your thoughts about all these transfers and your prediction on how they will do in their next destination. If you like content like this, please dump a like on this video and subscribe to our channel. That motivates us and helps us a lot in growing. Until next time, tada.